Welcome everyone. Today we have a very special Raid Leader Summoners build. Looking behind me, I have over close to 50 summon units, and this is a tier 15 map. So that was the boss. We could have killed the boss if the boss didn't kill all my skeletons, but we take down the boss very fast. So just to show you guys again, over here we have a horde of army. You can see how many skeletons we have, and as I summon the Raging Spirits, we have even more army. Close to 50 or even higher summons, and the damage is very superb. The laser killed all my skeletons though. I'm still working on the skeletons to get a little tankier, but just a few skeletons was enough to take him down. We have over 29 skeleton snipers. So over here what you can see is this is a tier 15 map, and I haven't increased the modifier too difficult. You don't see any burning grounds, temple chants, crazy modifiers. Just a very simple modified tier 15 map, just to show you guys the power of this new build. There's a lot of things I want to show you guys. So coming back to the build, what you are seeing is we are a mind over matter, mana overflowing summoner. Unlike the traditional energy shield summoners, which can be a little, I guess, standard, I wanted to create something new, but before I could get mana overflowing, it feels like I'm not as powerful in terms of survivability, and in exchange, I have a ton of more spirit than a standard summoner build. So you might have noticed over here, I have about 653 spirit. That's a lot of spirit, right? And this is how I have over 29 snipers and tons of summons, close to 50 summons, when I have the full arsenals of Raging Spirit. So how does this work? I'll show you guys very soon. Briefly explain the setup. I only have 3 skills on the skill bar. I'm not really rising my shield. So I'm using Flame Wars purely to summon Raging Spirit that will be able to main, blind, calling strike, and also stun, and also armor break enemies. So the Raging Spirit is a full utility set of things. They do tons of debuffs. I'll be using my Pen Offering to increase the damage of my whole team, and this is a massive damage boost, pretty much doubles the team's damage. Finally, I'll use Vulnerability to curse the enemy for physical armor breaking, and this means my snipers are now fully perked into physical damage. They do a pretty hefty amount of physical damage as well. Now, the build was extremely good with much faster movement speed before the nerf of the Flash Presser. Today's nerf of the Aura Bot with 25% movement speed, the attack speed, and also casting speed, that is gone. I had a footage to show you guys how fast I could go across the map, but that is not valid anymore, so I decided to do a new recording. So the build was like 10 times better before the nerf. We're still in process of looking for a good Aura Spectre or maybe a Beast Companion, and there's a lot of potential. And you can see, most of the time my mana is overflowing, we have tons of mana regen, my health barely drops unless I use the Pen Offering, which will take 15% of my maximum life. So when you see my life goes down, it's because I used a Pen Offering. So the build is fairly stable in terms of survivability with a lot of mana. The build has tons of damage due to the high spirit and also high scaling potential of the level of the gems. I think enough introduction, let's come over to the adjustments. So just show you guys, it is a almost complete build compared to the previous build. Look at my passive tree. I should have shown you guys this earlier. So look at this amazing passive tree with 2 crazy circles. So what are those? This is a timeless jewel I crafted myself. And we'll talk about this very soon, and I even have a video to teach you how to do it. It is an incredible timeless jewel that also gives me 8% increased spirit. The second timeless jewel over here also gives me tons of spirit. It gives me 12 spirit per node, and I have about 6 nodes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I got 84 bonus flat spirit. 8% bonus spirit and also 84 spirit. So this is how I got over 650 spirit. And since we're at the passive tree, let's start with the passive first. So what is happening is our build focuses on mind over matter, which allows us to take damage with mana before health is lost. And you can see that I have gotten my final ascension. We have the maximum spirit scaling with life, and also we have maximum mana scaling with life. And you can see my life is almost 3000 because I don't have to go with energy shield gears. I can afford to have maximum life gears everywhere, and this gives me even more spirit. Now, just mind over matter is not enough, and in the past I was using I should take those out. I was using mana on kill, and this kind of restore a percentage of my mana, but I no longer need this, so those can go now. I saved like 4 points, I just realized. So in the past I was using a particular set of gloves. Let me see if I can find it to you. Wait, was it? In the past, I was using this set of gloves, which allows my minion kills to become my kills and stacking a lot of mana on kill. And that was the transition period for the past 4 days of the start of the season. But I want to go further because I need more mana to survive, right? So how I went further is we went over here to enrich battery, so all the energy shield is added to mana. This does increase our mana cost, but we have so much mana raising and mana recovery, and we gain quite a bit of mana. Now, we also have increasing of mana with percentage of mana gain. Now, the biggest factor is over here. So this Undying Hate, which is the Kaggle. Kaggle is the one I want because I'm playing a mana build, a mind over matter build. So mind over matter, and here Kaggle will turn this particular big knot, or the keystone knot. Here, this is a previous one, right? So look at my mana. It is overflow to 3000, but once I cast spells, it will disappear, right? So how I got overflowing is with this particular Jew. It will take a while to teach you guys how to craft it or make a specific video, but in the previous video, yesterday I posted, I crafted a Blood Mage Jew. Unfortunately, after posting my video, it did not sell. I was listing for 80 divines. After posting the video, I assumed it's not going to sell. But I think I'm happy to sell around 50-ish divines, maybe 40 if I'm really desperate on divines, but I'm happy to sell around 50-ish divines. So this is why I crafted in the previous video. If you haven't seen it, there's still a lot of profit if you know what you're doing, and also have good luck. I crafted this one after for my own build, and this will gives me tons of mana regeneration. And this is magnitude, not really needed, but the percentage spirit and also mana overflowing is what make this mana stacking, like not matter, a new matter summoner build quite interesting. So I'll let you guys have a look at some of those points that is available. I do believe those are different whenever you change the knot into different sockets. I've tried 1, 2, 3, 4 different spots, and this is by far the best spot because you have this knot readily available. You also have this knot readily available for a bit of bonus, recouping of life. You also have this one for 20% more tribute because you need 100 tribute for the 8% bonus spirit. And over here you also have increased mana recovery. So everything works perfect and saves a lot of points. And to follow from that, I came over here to gain even more spirit. So this Timeless Jew can come actually not that expensive. I bought this one for 6 divine, and I spent about 3 to 4 divine to get it to 12% spirit. But at the moment in the market, it is selling for about 3 to 4 divines. And just to show you guys, yes, I try to be overly informative. So just to show you guys over here, and what should we search? We should search for a very simple key knot. And just to show you guys where I'm pressing this key over here. So this is the stash key. I'm pressing the stash key, and the stash key actually brings up the in-game shop if you guys didn't know. Alternatively, you can come over here to the market panel, and this will open the market panel. And this is incredible. You can buy things in game, right? Just in case you guys are not sure. So the easy way to search this gem or this jewel is to search for 2 spirit. So you just need the last 2 wording. So let's try this. I'll show you guys this gem. It is very powerful. 2 spirit, and it is the nuts. Where are we? Did I get this wrong? Where are we? Should be the nuts. No, not that one. Oh boy. I think I should probably go into for Timeless. 2. Okay. Nuts in the area. Did I type this wrong again? The 2 spirit. SPII. Okay, let's try again. 2. Nuts in the zone. Definitely not reading this. Yeah, passive nuts in the zone also grants to spirit. It's just, I don't know if I couldn't see it for some reason. So once you search the spirit, and it will show you those. And remember that you can divine those into 12%, but sometimes it's just easy to buy it. So here's 8 spirit of everything's 12. Okay, so my 12 spirit is okay. So notice that this is a 3 divine. I spent 3 divining my one into a 12 divine, 12 spirit. So the minimum is 8, the maximum is 12. And the secondary stats for the Jew is not bad as well, because I had KS resistance and my KS is not kept. And over here, I'm definitely having, I should do this out. So My chaos is not capped, but everything else is capped. I have also gotten some increasing life percentage gems if I can afford it. I try to not go all over the place, so I stay on the passive tree a little bit because there's a massive adjustment. Now, before you have gotten this jewel, this build will not be superb because this build right now is just survivability is good, damage is decent, but was epically good with the Aura Bot Spectre, but that's gone. So this particular jewel, I'll try to make a video to teach you guys how I crafted this one exactly, and also the chances of getting this, because it took me about 20 to 30 divines in crafting this, because a lot of those other ones broke. I broke 11 of the jewel bases to get one right one, so it took me a whole day and lots of investment. This one can be afforded for about 3 to 5 divines if you're lucky, and if you can divine it to 12%, it is really good. I recommend going for this jewel first, and I show you guys how to search in-game. I'll have the filter for you guys out of the game. And this jewel, it effectively changes all the passives in the zone state. This is a anti shield recovery, and this is a critical chance for spells. But once I put this in, everything changes. And this is the best spot for me. I've checked everywhere, spent 500,000 gold checking and also respecting, and this is by far the best location. So if you're following the builder's guide and you're not sure why I'm picking those perks, make sure you understand it's coming from this jewel. It is 4 modded with increasing tribute, mana regen per node, and then the 8% spirit. That is a long passive tree. I usually don't go that much in the passive tree, but this time it is pretty deep. So now, of course, it took me a whole day to do the passive tree. I won't say I got it perfectly. I definitely have a lot of room for spears. And what happened to my spirit? Oh, I took the gems off, so that's why everything went like bunkers. Let's get the. This is the best feeling. This feels like I have unlimited spirit. So, okay, let's come over to the socketing. So previous to this, what I was using is where's my beautiful little Spectre? Where are we? Find Spectre. Summon Spectre. Yep, Lake Harvester. Is that the one? I think that was the one. So yes, previously I was using this one. And this is the Aura one, but that is gone. So, you know, that's why I'm not using the little mosquito, in case you guys are wondering. That is nerfed. So previously I was using Brutus Brain on that, so it was invulnerable. So currently changing this one back to my Hound, so the Hound doesn't take any damage, and then loyalty goes onto the Hound. So this means the Hound will reduce damage taken. That is pretty much all I needed. The last two is not that massive because the Hound no longer does damage, having more life and doesn't really matter, and having the armor break doesn't really matter because it no longer deals damage, right? So I'll probably do some debuffs like blind, maim, or maybe stun, just so the Hound can do contribution. Mostly it is for the 10% damage reduction. And that's pretty good. The skeleton warriors are here to be sacrificed, and basically you don't need 4 sockets. 3 sockets is enough. The center part is the sacrificial lamp together with mid shield, and then we have Estus Harvest, so when they die we sacrifice them, gaining even more mana, and Deathmatch is a bonus just to debuff your minions out of the debuff. Because we're running a physical sniper build, we're using vulnerability. I had a lot of recommendations to look into this. After trying fire and also after trying physical, I decided to go with physical snipers for a bit higher damage. We have Curse Ground, efficiency for lower mana, magnify effect, and also heightened curse. You can see the size of the curse. Pretty decent. Now, I do have a ton of different summons and most of them only have 1. So the Skeleton Rapiers, they're not doing much. They're just here to tank up and do some minimal armor breaking and stun. So they're just here because they have only 31 cost reservation, and together it cost me only 20 to reserve one of them. And for each of those reserved, I have bonus damage because of Master for 7% more damage. So basically I'm like a raid master with all the summons. The Raging Spirit, I gotten this one to 5 link. So the Raging Spirit has quicker attack, Raging Spirit has stun, it has Calling Strike, it has maim, and it also has blind. So it's here to do tons of debuffs. In terms of the Flame Wall, I have given Flame Wall Arcane Surge for mana regen, casting speed. I have given this one for rapid casting, so it's like super speedy Flame Walls. And because I want to move as I cast, mobility will help a little bit, but you can not use that as well. You can use efficiency. And finally, I'm using brutality on the Flame Wall. This means the Flame Wall no longer deals damage. Because I'm running a physical build, the bonus damage coming from the Flame Wall is still there, but the goal is to have a low-cost Flame Wall that summons tons of Raging Spirit so they do their debuffs. And you can see if I take Brutality off, Flame Wall does damage, and it can ignite. I want to avoid igniting now, because igniting coming from this unique amulet, I will take 85 damage when I ignite. So I actually don't want to ignite, since I'm going a physical build. Which is quite smart. It was my friend Drumcast in the previous seasons that kind of did this, and it just takes away the possibility of igniting. Back to Valguard. I haven't had time to switch out of this one. It is still decent, so I'm having Armor Break, I'm having Armor Demolisher, I'm having Rapid Attacks, Multi-Shot, and also the Master. Most of the time, the Valguard is too slow to react. Monsters will die by the snipers because there's so many of them. They have fast attack range and also attack speed. I might change this one into another Aura Bot or a better companion or something that can benefit the whole team. In terms of the snipers, yes, you can see 29 snipers and basic attack is about 10,000. It used to be how much? It used to be 14,000 before the nerf. So each skeletons are 10,000 damage, but if you see the buffs, if I get all the buffs going, it is about 20,000 damage, and then 20,000 times 29, so that's about close to 600 or 500,000 DPS at least, because I have so many of them. So scaling damage here is times by 29 times, so that's why we do pretty decent physical damage. And finally we have the Skeleton Cleric. I had 2 Cleric on just in case stuff dies. I can change this around because I have so much spirit. The Cleric has mid shield, it has rapid casting, you also have this unique Jewel that keeps it alive, even faster casting rate, and Deathmatch is just a bonus. I am trying to explain a little deeper because there's a lot of adjustments. In terms of the items, I've got an upgrade on the Scepter. It is a +4 with tons of bonus spirit. And also it came naturally valved with socketed into the 30% increased damage. I tried physical flat damage. It seems like presence damage is actually better than flat damage. Both are very cheap. The Scepter cost me 4 divines, and which is a lucky buy, but it's not the best roll. You can see there's no damage bonus. The helmet over here has Spirit Reservation Gem socketed, and it has valved into +3 minion skills. The amulet over here +5 minion skills, and the chest piece is just a heavy spirit chest piece. The rings giving me tons of spirit, and I'm balancing the negative resistance with each other. So this one's +40 lightning, this one's -20 lightning, and you can see. The gloves has been removed. So previously the old gloves was a burden because it didn't give a lot of stats. Even when I valve this one, it's just not enough. The new gloves gives me tons of mana and everything. I'll show you guys over here. So notice is the reservation, everything goes to 2,900 and 1,900. With the gloves, it goes to close to 3,400, 3,500 mana. Yeah, it's quite nice. I should get this one to quality 20. I forgot to do the rest of the 6. And the belt is a heavy step belt, together with this boots, which is a must-have, and also a shield that is valved with tons of great stats. I went for block chance as well for higher survivability. Not much has changed with the potions, and I'm immune to freeze and also stun with the charms, together with chaos protection because I don't have enough chaos. Well, that is the highlight. So briefly talk about the skill rotation. It is even simpler. You're just running around with a turtle speed. It used to be super fast. You do the flame wars and you summon your rituals, the sacrifice, and you can see that I lose life when I use the offering, but the offering is hyper juiced up. So this is the only downside. And other than that, before the boss comes or before rare comes, you can do 2 massive circles and they'll stay on the ground. So this gives you tons of space and you just like kind of overwhelm them. And the only downside for the build at the moment is that once your mana goes low, and my mana regen, even though I've been stacking them, is only 65. Sometimes it goes a little higher when the minions dies. So I'm purposely getting my minions to die. And once I sacrifice them, notice the mana regen goes higher. Wait for it. It's a little slow. Okay, there you go. The mana regen went higher, right? So My future plan is to go with mana recouped. Mana recouped works pretty well, and if I can get close to 100% mana recouped, then we have tons of more mana regen. There's 20% over here, there is about, 6% over here, and there is this particular unique build that can be valved into mana recouped. It will lose a bit of stats, and it's a work in progress. I won't say you should buy the build. It comes with 50%, it goes up to 59%. So that's my future plan, and also the amulet can come with about 15% mana recoup, which close to 100% damage recovered in terms of mana. That overflows the mana. So that is the highlight. Now I'll attach this full run of a tier 16 map. So tier 15 map +1. Nothing too special, and I feel like we're not in the best spot for summoners because of the nerf. There's nothing done to Deadeye, but we lost the most crucial piece of the movement speed and also attack speed and casting speed. That is unfortunate. I was hoping they nerf it to like 5-10% down, but they just took away the the Flash Piercer, the Aurabot. So on the lookout for new summons like Spectres, Aurabots, even Companions to enhance the summon units, and I'm planning to make myself even tankier in the future. And let me know in the comments, guys, what do you think about this build? I did try to make a little not matter, took a while, and it is still a work in progress. So bear with me as I try something new for the summoners to make summoners great again. Now hopefully you guys found today's video helpful. Again, a big thank you to everyone on YouTube, especially our supporters, and also those of you guys who's been supporting me on Patreon as well. And we do have a new feature on the Majestic YouTube channel. If you click onto this, you can become a member. Yes, I've added this just recently, and this will allow you to have early access to videos that is posted a few hours or even half a day earlier if you want to watch those videos a little early. But yes, this will cost money. So please be aware the membership will cost money. And if you do want to watch videos normally, those videos will still be available after 6 to 12 hours, normally on the time we post those videos. And I'll be aiming to post at least one Path of Exile video a day, and this will be including guides, tips, news update, and also the latest tricks that is discovered on both the English and also Chinese community to keep you guys updated. And if you like those videos, make sure you leave a nice comment and also leave a like for those videos.
Obey me! The beautiful murder!
Now, before we finish, if you guys haven't subscribed, this is a really good time to do so because I'll be looking into the latest Path of Exile 2 news on different communities and also on our official forum, official webpage. I'll also be looking into the best build for each of the class as the meta develops with the Chinese and also the English community. So stay tuned for the latest update and also guides for Path of Exile 2. And of course, this is gonna be a big month for us. And I'll try to bring you guys all of the latest content and also guides for Path of Exile 2 to come.